At first glance, the Audi RS6 C6 does not look like something that should scare supercars. It looks serious, mature, almost quiet. A big Audi body, 4 rings on the front, clean German lines, a shape that could pass through traffic without attracting too much attention. But that was always the trick. The RS6 C6 was not created to look like a supercar. It was created to hide one. Behind this calm exterior, Audi built one of the most extreme performance cars of its era. A car with space, comfort, all-wheel drive. And under the hood, a twin-turbocharged V10. That combination sounds almost unreal today. Because the RS6 C6 came from a time when Audi was willing to build something excessive. Not just fast, not just practical, but almost unreasonable. The wide stance, the aggressive front bumper, the large air intakes, the RS details, the big wheels. The exhausts at the rear, everything is subtle, but everything has purpose. This car does not scream, it warns you quietly. And that makes it even more dangerous. The Audi RS6 C6 is not just an executive car. It is not just a fast family car. It is a machine built around one impossible idea. What happens when Audi takes everyday usability and gives it the heart of a monster? This is not the sound of an ordinary Audi. This is deeper, heavier, more mechanical. A reminder that underneath the calm body, there is something far more serious waiting to move. Once the RS6 starts moving, the first thing you notice is how calm it feels. It does not need drama immediately. It does not need to slide, shout, or fight the road. It simply moves with weight and confidence. That is the Audi way. Power is not thrown at the road. Power is managed. The Quattro all-wheel drive system gives the RS6 a different kind of personality. Instead of feeling nervous, it feels planted. Instead of feeling wild, it feels controlled. And that is what makes this car special. The RS6 C6 is not a lightweight sports car. It is big, heavy, powerful, but it was engineered to make that weight feel stable. On a road between forests, it does not feel out of place. It feels like a fast machine built for distance, a car that can cross countries, attack highways, and still feel comfortable doing it. As the road starts climbing, the RS6 begins to reveal its true character. Wet asphalt, cold air, the road rising toward the snow. This is where a car like this makes sense. A rear-wheel drive performance car might feel dramatic here. A lightweight sports car might feel sharp, but nervous. A supercar might feel fast, but fragile. The RS6 feels different. It feels built for bad weather, built for long roads, built for conditions where power alone is not enough. And that is the key. The Audi RS6 C6 was never just about the engine. Yes, the engine was outrageous. A 5.0-litre bi-turbo TFSI V10. 580 PS, 650 Newton meters of torque. But the real story is how Audi made that power usable. The torque arrived early and stayed strong through a wide range of the revs. Audi described it as up to 650 Newt from 1500 to 6250 RPM, which gave the car massive pulling power almost everywhere. That means the RS6 did not need to wait. It did not need perfect conditions. It could just pull. And when the road gets wet, that matters. Because speed without control is only noise. The RS6 was built around controlled speed. The V10 gives it power. The turbos give it force. The Quattro system gives it grip. The body gives it presence. Together, they create a car that feels almost unstoppable. This is not a machine that feels light on its feet. It feels heavy in the best way, like it has mass, like it has authority, like the road has to respect it. And as the road climbs higher, the weather becomes part of the story. Rain, snow, reflections on the asphalt. A heavy Audi pushing forward with a V10 under the hood. This is the world where the RS6 feels at home. Not a perfect sunny racetrack, not a clean city boulevard, but a difficult road, a wet road, a road where traction, torque, and confidence matter more than simple horsepower numbers. That is why the RS6 C6 became such a unique machine. It combined two worlds that should not have worked together: luxury and violence, comfort and speed, practicality and madness. A car that could look normal in a parking lot and then climb a wet mountain road like it was built for war. Through the tunnels, the RS6 becomes darker. The sound changes. The engine note comes back from the walls. The road narrows. The lights pass over the body. And suddenly, the car feels less like an executive Audi and more like something hidden. Something Audi built when nobody was asking for something reasonable. Because a twin-turbo V10 in a car like this is not reasonable. It is excessive. And that is exactly why it matters. Modern performance cars are often faster. They are lighter, more efficient, more digital, more precise. But very few of them feel as strange as the RS6 C6. This car belongs to an era when engineers were still allowed to create monsters. Before downsizing became normal. Before every engine became smaller and more efficient. Before performance cars started to sound more controlled, more filtered, and more distant. The RS6 C6 feels like a final moment of mechanical madness. A big Audi with a 10-cylinder engine and 2 turbochargers. A car that did not need to exist, but Audi built it anyway. And that is why enthusiasts remember it. Not because it was perfect, but because it had character. In a tunnel, character is everything. You hear the engine, you feel the weight, you feel the road changing under the car. You understand that this is not just speed, this is atmosphere. The RS6 does not feel like a race car. It feels like a high-speed machine built for the real world. A car designed for autobahns, storms, mountains, and long distances. A car that can be calm one moment and brutally fast the next. Audi gave it a 6-speed Tiptronic transmission, built to handle the huge torque of the V10 and deliver power without breaking the rhythm of acceleration. That fits the personality of the car. It is not delicate. It is not light. It is not trying to be a manual sports coupe. It is a power machine, a torque machine, a Quattro machine. And every tunnel makes that identity louder. And this is where the RS6 C6 feels almost unreal. A normal sedan does not belong in a place like this with this kind of sound. A family car should not feel this heavy, this fast, this confident. But that was the entire point of the RS6. Audi did not build it to be a clean sports car. They built it to be a high-speed weapon disguised as something practical. Through the tunnels, the character becomes sharper. The lights pass over the black paint. The road disappears under the car. The engine sound reflects from the concrete walls. And every second reminds you that this is not just another executive Audi. This is a car with a 5.0-litre twin-turbo V10 hiding behind a calm face. That contrast is what makes the C6 so special. From the outside, it looks serious and mature. But underneath, it carries the kind of engine you would expect in something far more exotic. The RS6 does not feel like it is trying to impress you with style. It impresses you with force, with torque, with stability, with the feeling that no matter how fast the road gets, the car still has more to give. And in a tunnel, that feeling becomes addictive. The sound gets deeper. The sense of speed gets stronger. The whole car feels like it was built for long, dark roads where power and control matter more than anything else. This is not lightweight performance. This is not delicate performance. This is brutal German speed, heavy, planted, confident, and completely unforgettable. Then the road changes. No perfect asphalt, no clean highway, just a rougher surface, dust, movement, and a different kind of challenge. And this is where the RS6 becomes interesting again. Because this is not an off-road car. It was not built to climb rocks. It was not built to be abused like a rally car. But it was built with the Audi idea of all-weather performance. A car that does not need the world to be perfect before it can be fast. That has always been part of the RS identity. Power is only useful when the car can put it down. And on a surface like this, the RS6 feels less like a luxury car and more like a machine with confidence. It has weight, but it also has traction. It has comfort, but it also has aggression. It has the shape of something practical, but the heart of something completely unreasonable. And that contrast is what makes it unforgettable. From the sea back to the road, the RS6 shows its other side. It does not always need to attack. Sometimes it just cruises, quietly, confidently, with the feeling that power is always there, even when it is not being used. That is the luxury of a car like this. It does not need to prove itself every second. It can move calmly through a beautiful landscape, while carrying one of the most powerful engines Audi had ever built. And that makes the RS6 C6 feel different from ordinary performance cars. It is not only about the moment of acceleration, it is about knowing what is waiting under your right foot. When the night gets darker, the RS6 feels heavier, more serious, more dangerous. This is not a car that was built for everyone. It is powerful, complex, expensive, and demanding. But that is part of the attraction. Some cars become legends because they are easy to understand. The RS6 C6 became memorable because it was almost impossible to believe. A big Audi with a twin-turbo V10. A car that could carry people, luggage, and speed at the same time. A car that could look understated in the city, and then become violent on an open road. That dual personality is what defines the RS6. One side is calm, the other side is brutal. One side is everyday usability. The other side is 580 PS and a wall of torque. And the best part is that both sides exist in the same car. That is why the RS6 C6 still feels special. It is not the cleanest performance car. It is not the lightest. It is not the simplest. But it has something many modern cars struggle to create. Presence. A sense that there is something mechanical and powerful underneath the surface. A sense that the car is not pretending. It really is that extreme. And maybe that is why enthusiasts still look back at it with respect. Because the RS6 C6 was not built to be sensible. It was built to prove what Audi could do when Quattro, turbocharging, luxury, and madness came together. And once you understand that, the car becomes more than just an RS model. It becomes a symbol of an era Audi may never repeat. The Audi RS6 C6 was not perfect, but legends rarely are. It was heavy, complicated, powerful, understated, and completely unforgettable. A twin-turbo V10 hidden inside a practical Audi body. A car built for rain, snow, highways, tunnels, and distance. A machine that proved speed does not always need to look exotic. Sometimes it wears 4 rings. The Audi RS6 C6. The V10 monster Audi may never build again.